What's going on, my party people, and welcome back to another video. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my regular subscribers, thank you for tuning back in. Today I will be showing you guys how to make my easy is 1, 2, 3 mac and cheese recipe. Let's go. Step 1, boil you some noodles. Next, you gotta pair your macaroni and cheese. This is just a bonus clip because y'all know I wasn't having just macaroni and cheese by itself. Y'all know I had to fry something up with it. So listen, you need some fried chicken. You could fry you some pork chops. You could make you some baked chicken. You could make you some ham. You could make you some Spam. You could make you some salami. Whatever you do, pair it with something good. Boy, if you don't get... So now you see my grease is nice and hot. Now I'm just about to add my pork chops in. I already did a video on fried pork chops, so I didn't really want to get into detail with the fried pork chops. So now my noodles is looking just about where I need them to be. Okay. Now, time to jazz up the noodles. So I am going to add in some butter. You want to use real butter. Don't use margarine for this. Use real butter. So I'm just adding in like 3 little chunks of butter. And I'm just going to stir that in while the noodles is nice and hot. So to get that butter all melted up in there. Now let's trade bowls, because now I'm about to get my little custard, if you will, together to pour over my mac and cheese. So I am going to start with some whole milk, and the measurements just depend on what size pan you want to use. So I'm not doing a really large pan today, so I'm just going with maybe, this is probably like 1.5 cups of whole milk. I'm also going in with 2 eggs. Now, after you whip them eggs up nice and right, you just want to add in 1 can of evaporated milk. Make sure everything is whisked up. Make sure all those, make sure your 2 eggs is nice and broken up and everything is nice and incorporated with your wet batter. Bring back them noodles and that butter. It's time to level up right now. It's time to start adding in your little ingredients, adding in your cream and your cheese. So now I'm going in with some whipped cream cheese. You can use the hard block of cream cheese if you want to. I ain't got time. I had some whipped on hand. It's already nice and soft. Easy peasy pumpkin pie. So I'm adding in, I will say 2 generous dollops of whipped cream cheese, like 2 heaping tablespoons full. And I'm also going to do the same with some sour cream. So now that you got your cream cheese and your sour cream, your noodles and your butter all mixed up and stirred all together and incorporated, now you want to start adding in your cheeses. So the first cheese I am going to use is sharp cheddar cheese. And there's so many different ways you can do macaroni and cheese. Tonight, what I'm showing you guys is my easiest version of macaroni and cheese. Later on down the line, I will show you guys my 6 cheese macaroni and cheese, which gets a little bit more into, not into detail. What am I trying to say? It's just a little bit more to it. But this is the easiest version. And I'm also going to pour in some Monterey Jack. And I'm using the whole bag. It's macaroni and cheese, for Pete's sakes. You need cheese. Now, after you stir in your cheeses, now you want to start seasoning, giving your macaroni some flavor. Now, with macaroni and cheese, I like to keep it real simple. Salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of Cajun to heat things up and spice things up a little bit. I do not like to bite into garlicky macaroni and cheese or oniony macaroni and cheese. Some people do. Listen, do you? If you like to put garlic powder or onion powder or seasoning salt in your macaroni and cheese, do you? So now I'm just going to give this a nice good stir, of course, and then I'm going to taste it to see if that seasoning level is where I like it. And that's all I use is salt, pepper, and a little bit of Cajun seasoning. That's all you need. The cheese flavors the macaroni. So after getting it to where I like it, now it's time to layer. So I'm going to start with a layer of the macaroni and cheese. This recipe is so easy, quick, and simple. It really is. Now what I'm gonna do is come in with, you guessed it, more cheese. And I'm going with the double cheddar cheese for the layering. So let's put down a layer of double cheddar. And then we go in with our little custard mixture. Now what we just go do is layer and repeat. I mean, the macaroni is looking good already. Like, you could just dig in right now. This thing ain't even go in the oven yet. So my oven is heated to 350. And also what I'm going to do before I put it in, because this is just like a tradition with my family, we sprinkle paprika on the top just to add like a little bit of color to it. And now it's ready to go on the oven. And here you have it, the finished baked macaroni and cheese. Easy as 1, 2, 3. So simple. 3 different cheeses. Not even really 3 different cheeses, like 2 different cheeses. Look at that. Creamy. Now, do not panic. What you see is not milk. That is cheese sauce, sis. As your macaroni cools down, everything will thicken up. I'm giving you guys a show of this straight out of the oven. So you kind of do want to let your macaroni just rest a bit before digging into it. But for video purposes, I dug into it early. But that's just creamy, cheesy deliciousness. And here you have it, nice and plated up. Grab your pork chop or your chicken, grab your hot sauce, and it is all good. As always, I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next recipe. Stay safe, stay blessed.